Are you training hard at the gym, eating clean all day, and following your routine to the letter, yet your muscles still aren't growing the way you expected? Or worse, do you feel completely stuck? Maybe the problem isn't what you're missing, but what you're eating without realizing it right before bed. There are 11 common foods that don't just slow your progress. They make your body eat its own muscle while you sleep, destroying your hard-earned gains. Number 11. Packaged fruit juices. Packaged fruit juices may look like a healthy option before bed, but in reality they're loaded with simple sugars like fructose and glucose, which your body absorbs very fast. When you consume these sugars right before sleeping, they cause a significant insulin spike in your blood. Insulin controls blood sugar, but when it stays high at night, it blocks the release of growth hormone, AGH, the key hormone responsible for repairing and building muscle while you sleep deeply. Without this hormone working properly, muscle recovery takes a serious hit. Simply put, your body can't use the night to repair the muscles you train during the day. That means you may be losing benefits that only happen while you sleep. On top of that, fast sugars can disrupt sleep quality, making your rest less effective and further worsening recovery. The smart alternative is to avoid these juices and choose water with lemon or unsweetened herbal teas, which help keep you hydrated and maintain the ideal hormonal rhythm for muscle rebuilding. Number 10. Yogurt with added sugar. Yogurt seems like a muscle-friendly, healthy food, but be careful, not all yogurt is the same. Many commercial yogurts are packed with added sugar, often more than a typical dessert. Eating sugar before bed causes an insulin spike that raises cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue to use as energy, slowing down nighttime muscle recovery and protein synthesis. This can reduce muscle repair by 20% or more. Definitely not what you want if your goal is growth, but it's not all bad news. Natural or Greek yogurt without added sugar is an excellent source of high-quality protein, containing casein and whey that help repair muscle fibers while you sleep. It also provides probiotics that support digestion and gut health, improving the absorption of key muscle-building nutrients. For example, 100 grams of Greek yogurt provides about 10 grams of complete protein, with all the essential amino acids needed to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So be careful. Don't buy yogurt just because the label says light or fit without checking the sugar content. Choose plain, unsweetened yogurt, and if you want extra flavor and healthy fats, add some walnuts or almonds. They enhance recovery and keep you full. How many times has a sugar-loaded yogurt snack at night secretly slowed your results? Next time, choose the clean version and let your body repair instead of sabotage. Number 9. Commercial protein bars. Protein bars have become a quick go-to for many gym routines, but the reality is far more complicated. While they promise muscle recovery, many are loaded with maltodextrin, processed sugars, and hydrogenated oils that can trigger inflammation and negatively impact muscle recovery. This chronic inflammation doesn't just harm overall health, it slows down the repair of muscle fibers after training, causing you to lose lean mass or stall your growth. On top of that, these ingredients often cause bloating and water retention, making you feel heavier and less defined, hurting both performance and appearance. Here's a little-known fact. Maltodextrin, a very common carb in these bars, has a high glycemic index, causing insulin spikes that disrupt nighttime muscle repair and growth hormone release. If you eat these bars after an evening workout instead of a real meal or a clean shake, you may be turning recovery into a cycle of inflammation and stagnation. The best alternative is a homemade casein shake, a slow-digesting protein ideal for nighttime, providing a steady supply of amino acids while you sleep. Mix it with low-fat milk or water to avoid unnecessary fats and support faster muscle recovery. Number 8. White bread. White bread has a very high glycemic index, meaning it rapidly turns into sugar in your bloodstream. This causes a sharp insulin spike right when your body should be producing anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone to repair muscle. That nighttime insulin surge disrupts deep sleep, the key phase for muscle recovery, when your body releases most of the hormones responsible for building muscle and balancing muscle breakdown and repair. Eating white bread before bed also raises cortisol, the stress hormone that promotes muscle breakdown, directly sabotaging the hypertrophy you worked so hard for. On top of that, white bread lacks fiber and essential nutrients, which can leave you waking up tired or hungry, throwing off your circadian rhythm and recovery. A smarter substitute is whole rye bread or whole oats. which release glucose slowly and keep hormones more stable overnight, supporting deep sleep and muscle repair without harmful insulin spikes. Did you know that controlling which carbs you eat before bed can radically change how your body grows while you rest? Ready to swap that white bread sandwich for something that actually helps your muscles? Number 7. Fit breakfast cereals. Even though many breakfast cereals are marketed as healthy or low-fat, they often hide a heavy load of sugar that can ruin nighttime muscle recovery. Eating these cereals before bed leads to rapid sugar absorption, triggering glucose and insulin spikes that block the natural release of growth hormone, GH, during the night, a hormone essential for muscle repair and growth. This insulin surge doesn't just slow protein synthesis. It can also push your body to store fat instead of building muscle, quietly sabotaging your progress toward a lean, muscular physique. Few people realize that despite fit or low-calorie labels, the type and amount of sugar can be equal to or even higher than regular cereals, turning them into silent muscle killers. The ideal fix is to replace them with whole oats combined with protein powder, which provides steady energy without harmful spikes and keeps your hormonal environment optimized for muscle growth while you sleep. Number 6. Processed meats, ham, sausages, etc. Processed meats like ham, sausages, and other deli products may seem like a quick option, but they're a disaster for nighttime muscle recovery. These foods are loaded with sodium and preservatives, especially nitrates and nitrites, that cause water retention and increase inflammation in your tissues. This doesn't just lead to bloating, it also restricts blood flow to recovering muscles, slowing down protein synthesis that's essential for muscle repair and growth. Chronic inflammation from these compounds has been linked to lower muscle mass and poorer physical performance. On top of that, excess sodium can disrupt electrolyte balance, increasing the risk of muscle cramps that hurt both training and recovery. A smarter choice is lean, natural protein sources like chicken breast or natural turkey, which provide an optimal protein profile along with essential nutrients like leucine, the amino acid that switches on muscle repair. If you trained hard and eat processed meats before bed, you may be canceling out part of the effort you put in at the gym. Number 5. Ice cream or frozen desserts. Ice cream and frozen desserts are a lethal combo for your muscles. Explosive refined sugar mixed with trans fats that completely shut down nighttime anabolic processes. Eating this mix before bed triggers a massive insulin spike that blocks the mTOR pathway, the main mechanism your body uses to build new muscle from the protein you ate during the day. At the same time, trans fats create systemic inflammation that can raise cortisol by up to 40%, a hormone that literally eats your muscle fibers while you're trying to recover. Research shows this sugar-fat duo disrupts deep sleep, the stage where about 70% of growth hormone is released, turning your rest into muscle breakdown instead of repair. One late-night craving can wipe out the gains from your bench press or leg day. Here's the myth buster. Even though it feels like just a dessert, the specific combo of simple sugar plus processed fats creates a hormonal response up to 3 times more damaging than eating either one alone. A perfect chemical sabotage of hypertrophy. The winning alternative is a frozen banana blended with whey isolate protein. It satisfies sweet cravings, provides potassium for neuromuscular recovery, and delivers 20-25 G of clean protein without destructive insulin spikes. Number 4. Energy drinks or sodas. Energy drinks and sodas may seem like a quick boost, but their caffeine and sugar content are hidden enemies of nighttime muscle recovery. Caffeine stays in your system for hours, and when consumed close to bedtime, it destroys deep sleep, the phase where your body releases up to 70% of growth hormone, which is crucial for muscle repair and growth. On top of that, the high sugar content causes insulin spikes that interfere with natural nighttime hormone production and trigger systemic inflammation, slowing protein synthesis and reducing your ability to recover from training. Studies show that people who consume caffeine or sugar at night experience up to 25% less muscle recovery compared to those who avoid these substances before bed. Instead of chemical-loaded drinks, stick to plain water or caffeine-free herbal teas like chamomile, which help relax the body, improve sleep quality, and maximize muscle recovery. Number 3. Too much fruit. Fruit is healthy during the day, but eating large amounts of watermelon, pineapple, wheat, or other high fructose fruits right before bed becomes a silent muscle saboteur. Fructose, a natural sugar, is processed exclusively by the liver. When consumed at night, your body converts it into liver fat instead of prioritizing muscle repair. This raises triglycerides and reduces insulin sensitivity, slowing nighttime hypertrophy by up to 18%, according to scientific data. During sleep, the liver should focus on supplying glucose for amino acids and supporting growth hormone release, but excess fructose distracts it, activating fat storage pathways that directly compete with muscle protein synthesis. Here's a shocking fact. Watermelon is 91% water, yet its high glycemic load creates unnecessary energy when your body is seeking anabolic rest, turning potential growth into visceral fat storage. Choose low-fructose fruits like berries or strawberries. Their antioxidants protect muscle fibers without metabolic spikes, keeping growth hormone levels optimal. Is your natural snack flattening your abs or building them? Number 2, alcohol. Alcohol, even a single glass of wine that many consider healthy, is one of the biggest saboteurs of muscle protein synthesis, reducing it by up to 37%, according to studies in trained men who consumed alcohol post-workout. It dehydrates muscle cells, lowers testosterone by 25% during critical hours, and spikes cortisol, creating the perfect catabolic environment where your body breaks down muscle instead of repairing it. It also blocks growth hormone for up to 4 hours, literally erasing your chest or back workout of the day. A common myth is that red wine helps because of antioxidants, but ethanol always wins. Research shows that any nighttime alcohol disrupts REM sleep, where the greatest anabolic hormone release occurs, turning recovery into muscle regression. If you trained hard and had just one drink before bed, you lost gains equivalent to skipping your post-workout protein. Ideal substitute: sparkling water with lemon. It keeps the social ritual without hormonal sabotage, hydrates the body, and sets you up for maximum nighttime recovery. Is your relaxing drink actually muscle killer number 2? Number 1, eating nothing before bed. This is the most silent and devastating sabotage most people overlook. When you train late and go to sleep without eating, your body enters an internal starvation mode. During the night, without protein or amino acids, your body starts breaking down the muscle you worked so hard to build to get energy. This process is called muscle catabolism and can cost you 10–20% of the gains from your training. The hormonal balance is the key. Cortisol rises in the absence of nutrients and begins to eat muscle fibers, while growth hormone is begging for fuel to repair and build muscle. Without a slow-digesting protein releasing amino acids all night, your body can't maintain an anabolic state. A study in trained men found that consuming casein protein before bed increased muscle mass by 22% compared to eating nothing, because casein feeds the muscles steadily throughout deep sleep. So if you trained late and go to bed without dinner or a quality protein snack, like boiled egg whites or a casein shake, you're sabotaging your progress without realizing it. What feels like rest becomes muscle loss. Fixing this one habit can completely transform your physique, because recovery is just as important as training itself. If you thought these 11 foods were dangerous, get ready for what's coming next. Many people in the gym use drugs at the edge of legality without having any idea of the devastating effects they can have on the body. Don't miss my next video. Gym drugs at the edge of legality that many people use without knowing what they really are. Subscribe and turn on notifications. This information could save your physique and your health.